Okay, as a young scholar and a young leader, there are two things that I would wish one day if I die, people remember me with. There is no single position which has been just said that this position is for Sydney.
Sure.
So people cannot tell me that this position is meant for Geoffrey. It cannot work. He has to move because if Oparanya could have not moved from the governorship, today he would not be the waziri. Last year, I saw it good now to represent my people at the ward level. You only get affected with politics if you go in politics with a fixed mind. There is a lady within this ward who has never forgotten my name. Why? By the time students were joining to Form 1, this lady had no money, but the boy had scored good marks to go to Form 1. What we did, we approached that lady. We called a certain office. They gave support to the lady. The guy went to Butere Boys. And we made a follow-up that every financial year the boy gets bursary.
Welcome back to episode 2 of the Siasa Uncut. And on the episode we have His Excellency Honorable. He's been a student leader. He's been a student president at Sigalagala National Polytechnic. And today we have him here on the show. None other than Wilberforce Mali. This is Siasa Uncut. And it's going live on Anushka Media on Wednesday at 9 p.m. First, who is Mr. Wilberforce Mali?
Okay, thank you. First of all, let me appreciate you for the time and for creating time so that we can have a discussion as young people. Then number 2 now, my name is Wilberforce Mali, a son from Marenyo Shianda Ward, coming from Marenyo area, who has pursued water engineering, but currently aspiring to be a leader in the future.
Wow. Yeah. You rose from being a student leader at Sigalagala National Polytechnic to now vying for MCA. Who can we describe like Mr. Mali is beyond politics?
Beyond politics, Mr. Mali is also an engineer. Apart from being an engineer, he's an entrepreneur because I do some businesses and I do some works also.
You can elaborate more about maybe business, some other works you do.
Okay. In terms of the engineering, I'm a water engineer by profession because that's the course that I went to school to do. And I do it with passion. And I feel it good when I see most of the people see that as a good cause. And I can also encourage other people to do it. And when it comes to business issues, I run some businesses across. Like we are having a cereal shop whereby we are sharing with friends. We started it as a small enterprise, but right now it is like a wholesale and we are doing it. It has now lasted almost 3 years. We also run an agrovet there at Huisero, and we run also another agrovet at town Kakamega.
Out of the cereal shop, where is it?
Oh, cereal shop is at Stand Kisa.
Wow, yeah. That's a good one. Specifically, maybe at what moment did you decide I'm ready to like get into politics and lead the people of Marenyo Shianda Ward as their aspiring MCA?
Okay, thank you. You know, matters to do with the leadership is not just about when you want to aspire as an MCA. But I remember this is something that I started earlier when I was in class 4. Because that is the first time I was being awarded a certificate of leadership in class 4. I continued with the same criteria in high school and even in college because I remember the moment I joined college, the second day, I was elected as a representative of the students who come from the Butere sub-county. And after that election, I again went ahead to get another position to represent the all Luya students from Kakamega County, of which I ran that initiative for more than 2 years. After that, I went ahead to run as a vice chair in the disciplinary committee of the Sigalagala National Polytechnic, of which I won. So I chaired that disciplinary committee. I went ahead to chair the constitutional committee of that school. Then from there, the 2024, the desire of the people. Now the students said, now you are ripe, you can become the president of this institution. And I told them, if that is your view, this better, let me go for it. In 2025 January, I vied for the seat. of which I won with a big margin of votes. Whereby the first runners up I had almost 3,000 votes, and the first runners up had 600 votes. So you see, that was a belief from the people that I was going to lead. And when it comes to the matter of the MCA seat, that is of Marenyo Shianda Ward, it is not something that I've started today. But this is something, even if I walk around, you see people calling you Mheshimiwa, I don't know, the MCA. But I used to tell them one day that maybe I'll represent you in one way or the other. And they used to tell me that we believe in you. Even right now, they're telling me, I met around 5 people 2 days ago, and they told me whether you'll have money or not, make sure that you are on the ballot. Others are telling me, but my friend, make sure that nobody will please you with money so that you can step down. So you find that the leadership position or the leadership thing, it is something that even the people are feeling that this young man has to lead them. And I cannot take that thing for granted. I just have to go for it, lead my people, and make sure that things that they want is very successful.
As we are going, we'll come back to the MCA part. Let's stick on the how you won the Sigalagala National Polytechnic presidential candidacy. Like, what criteria did you use, or how did you convince? Even if you're saying you cannot say all the students were like they're all after you, but you have those who had their candidates. How did you manage to like convince, locate resources? Because I also know convincing
young people without resources very difficult.
Yeah.
But now, when it comes to the Sigalagala presidency, it was a very easy task, and again a hard task for me. Why? One, remember, I had been in that school for more than 3 years, so I understood each and every step for you to become a leader in that school. Number two, I had made good relationship with the students there, not all, but a good number of students there, so they were willing to support me. Number three, I had to put on also my own strategies to win the seat. You cannot just wake up and say I want to be the president and then relax and expect to be the president. There are some of the things that you just have to do. Number one, if you want to win any seat in that school, one is humility. Just be humble in whichever way. Even if somebody accuses you and whatsoever, just maintain the humility. Number two, you must make sure that the language you're speaking the language that the comrades want to listen, not the language of your own. Speak what the comrades want to listen. So I remember very well from the year 2024 September. That is the time I told the comrades that next year 2025, I'll be the president of this school. Some believed in it, some did not believe in it. But now I had to start putting the strategies in place. And strategy number one was to consolidate my house first. Because I believe as a man, if you want to get a respect outside, you first of all bring what you have on the table. So my house had to speak one language, despite the fact that we were 2 candidates from the same house. But I had to do it to make sure that the house is speaking one language. Number two, I had to make sure that if there are any rivals within the Luya community, we bring them back together, they speak one language. Then after making that all the 2 houses are speaking now one language, I had to go ahead to seek support from other houses. Because Sigalagala, we are not voting the delegate way of voting. We go one man, one vote. The same way I see people doing the general elections. When you're one man, one vote. So there it was one man, one vote. So you have to start seeking support from other houses. Then remember another thing, we normally have what we call coalitions. Now, the coalition are made depending on the tribal based. How tribal based? Because you find that there is a Luo who wants to be a CS culture, there is a Bukusu who wants to be a CS education, there is another Kisii who wants to be a vice president. So you have to consolidate all those teams, bring them on the table so that you make sure that your team is the best to win that thing. So those are some of the things I did. And apart from that, the little amount I had, you have to make sure that you are calculating well on the expenditure. Because there are some things that many people will tell me, even you can tell me that one, that without money, you cannot win.
Sure.
But again, my friend, if I give you $1 million without a plan, you cannot win again.
Sure.
But if I give you 100 shillings and you have a plan, you will squarely win the game. So I had less funds, but I had a good plan. So I knew when to use the money, where to use the money, and whom to use the money to. Because if I get something like 300,000 or let's say like 300 shillings, then I just decide to start giving out anyhowly, I have not made impact. Number two, if I decided to call a congregation here, do you know if you call a congregation, you're not making an impact politically. But if you go one-on-one to address. Now I'm addressing Sydney as a voter. I'm addressing Wilberforce as a voter. That is an impact when it comes to voting. So I made sure that I am addressing now one-on-one. Work upload by the plot, care group via the care group, denomination via the to denominations, so that upload when you walk even to classes, you approach a team of class 5 people. Even if out of 5, not all of them will support you.
Sure.
Others will say this guy is very humble. Will this guy handle these people? Others will say no, this young man has no money. But others will say we are now voting out this person. And another thing that you have to do in politics, believe in yourself. Whether it is rainy or sunny, believe that you can do it. And I made it sure. I used to tell my team, but this seat you have to take it in whichever way we believe it, and we took it.
So do you believe in like the system you're saying, the strategy you're saying, one man, one vote, or you believe in talking in masses or talking in audience?
I believe in one man, one vote.
So what's your strategy about your campaign strategy? Coming now to Marenyo, Shianda.
Let me give you an example.
Yeah.
That today, Shikunga village or Shikunga sublocation has around 5 villages, isn't it? Now, you are calling a meeting at Elushea.
Yeah.
Do you know people from Ingota will come?
Sure.
And not all of them will come to listen to you. Yeah. Others will come because Sydney has come here to give out money. Yeah. But if you try to reach out to the people of Ingoti, you personally, you will find that maybe Sydney is in that village and he has a son who is unable to go to school. Yeah. And maybe you had 2,000 shillings, of which you wanted to give as a handout. If you give this person the 2,000 shillings, or you give him even if it is 1,000 shillings, this student will go back to school. If he or she goes back to school, automatically that parent will not forget you. Because he or she will say, if not Sydney, this person will have not gone to school. I can give you a live example, the year 2022. By that time, I was not an aspirant. Yeah. But there is a lady within this ward who has never forgotten my name. Why? By the time students were joining to Form 1, this lady had no money, but the boy had scored good marks to go to Form 1. What we did, we approached that lady. We called a certain office. They gave support to the lady. The guy went to Butere Boys. And we made a follow-up that every financial year, the boy gets bursary. So after this boy has finished Form 4, the boy scored a B+. Oh. And the mother every day says, if not this and this, my boy will not have gone to school. So when it comes to politics, ile umati ni ya kukuja tu kusikiza watu wengi, lakini siasa ni hesabu zile za ground. How many people do you approach pale ground floor? Yeah.
Why MCA? Why Marenyo, Shianda?
This is where I come from. And if I want to make a change, let me start with my people.
But with your strategies, maybe at times some people are seeing you with your campaign strategies, and even when I'm listening to you with your strategies, with how you used to maneuver in your previous leadership role in your at the Sigalagala. Maybe I can say this guy was good enough to start leading from the maybe MP seats or above. Why MCA?
But now, to me, if I remember very well, the year 2021, I posted something on my platform, and I told people that one day I'll represent you in whichever way, in any chambers, but I never mentioned the chambers. So last year, I saw it good now to represent my people at the ward level, because I understand many people will tell me to go for the MP seat. Fine, I can go for it. I don't have any problem with that seat. I have all the capabilities to run for it. But now I just want my people first to feel that impact. Yeah, let them feel that impact. I can give you a good example of the former governor, Kakamega County. That is His Excellency, the current Waziri, Oparanya. Do you know, the Butere people are the ones who pushed Oparanya to go for the governor. And Oparanya never campaigned in Butere when he wanted to be the governor of Kakamega County. Why? Because of what he had done in Butere sub-county. The impact in the Butere sub-county. Even right now, he is a cabinet secretary, but Oparanya has an impact in Butere.
I'm seeing even some people are pushing like he should come for Senate.
He should come for the Senate. What he did.
Yeah.
So, there is something that I always tell people. When you are in any leadership position, what you do matters a lot. How you change the lives of these people matters a lot. And how you interact with the people also matters a lot. Unlike when you win the seat, go sit somewhere in a private life, come back and seek the votes. So for me, let us battle out this thing first here at the ground level, change everything at the ground level, and then my people will tell me, now you are ripe, songa juu, tuendelee na gurudumu.
Do you believe in yourself?
I'm very perfect when it comes to that.
What will be your reaction? What will be your reaction when you win?
Well, I think the first reaction after winning is thanking God for the opportunity.
Are you ready for losing?
In politics, there are two things. You either win or lose.
What will be your reaction, like emotionally? Let's say you've lost the seat. Emotionally, mentally.
In case I lose the seat,
how will you handle it?
Do you know, you only get affected with politics if you go in politics with a fixed mind.
But remember, you'll have used a lot of resources, a lot of time, a lot of things that take it to run for any seat in politics.
That is true, but remember,
it's like an investment.
Yes.
Then all of a sudden it's down.
Even Sigalagala, the year 2024, I had 3 candidates. And out of 3 candidates, 1 candidate lost. And the candidate who lost, we had spent a lot of funds on him. But we just had to cope up with it. So you cannot say that because I've lost the election, I have spent money, now I have to be very jealous. No. Why? Maybe you can lose an election and get another opportunity. Again, losing an election, there is a reason as to why you've lost the election. So to me, winning and losing, it should not be something to be taken for granted. But we put all the efforts in place to make sure that we win. When you go to a battle, there is a statement that says, send a young man in the bush. If he kills a lion, so he has done what? He has gone to hunt. And if the lion kills him, they are also going to do it. Yes.
Many young leaders are talking about, many young leaders talk about change. What makes your journey different from the rest? Like many young leaders are currently talking about, we need change, we are coming with change. The current regime isn't doing this and we are young, we are coming to do this and this and this. What's the strategy?
But again, let me ask a question. What kind of a change do they need?
Maybe maendeleo, like wanaona mwenye amekuwa currently hajafanya hii na hii na hii, ama ni sijui ni uzoefu.
Okay, fine. You know, like for example, the seat of an MCA, there are only 3 roles of an MCA: representation, oversight, and legislation.
How will you manage them?
But in terms of oversight, you have to make sure that you are working closely with the county government. In case there is a project that has been funded by the county within your ward, make sure that the project is fully done. Representation, you represent your people well. Can you speak sense when you are in the county assembly? Don't just go there and sign bills that are going to hinder the common person within your village. So I hear many young people, of which I'm one of the young people who are speaking about change. Fine. But again, I always challenge the same young people with a question. Which part and which role do we play in politics?
Sure.
Because you find a young person, like today, do you know Kakamega is leading, or let me say not even Kakamega, all country, hooliganism. Who are the goons? Are we not the young people?
Yeah, the young people.
And then we are the ones saying we need change. So for us to start with the change, we need first of all to run away from what we call the hooliganism thing. Let us do away with it. Let us tell the senior politicians that indeed we are tired with this one. Without 200 shillings of viewers, we can still do what? We can still survive. Without giving us 500, we can still go back to the gardens and do it, get us something from there.
But do you think the young people are ready for that? Like staying away from the harsh politics, harsh grounds of politics, being both?
Not all will participate in it, but a few. And not all again will run away. Some will do. Like for example, for me, if you call me in politics, that when I'll just come. Whether ni kubaya ni kuzuri, we are just there.
You don't fear?
Oh, we don't fear. Well, let tu panga tutakatania tu.
As an MCA, as an MCA aspirant, you're seeing whatever your current MCAs at the ground has done, is currently doing, and for the time remaining, maybe he got some projects to do. What different are you coming with it from the guy?
Okay, thank you. First of all, let me appreciate the current MC. He's a very good man. He's a very great friend of mine. We talk. Wherever we meet, we go to meetings together. He has been an MCA. This is now the 9th year because he will be finishing the 10th year next year. But again, he's a young leader like me in other positions. There's one thing that I always like challenging my fellow young leaders. When you get opportunity, please represent your people. Do not go and keep money so that you can come back with it to campaign. And I'm not saying that he has kept money, but many young leaders are doing that. Like today, you know, many people will tell me that, oh, maybe this is the only MCA that we are having. Fine. So then let me tell you one thing. There is no single position which has been just said that this position is for Sydney.
Sure.
So people cannot tell me that this position is meant for Geoffrey. It cannot work. He has to move, because if Oparanya could have not moved from the governorship, today he would not be the waziri.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So if we don't go for those seats, it means we are scared. And in leadership, you don't get to be scared. There are many projects within the ward. Many. We have the road projects funded by the county government. We have the ECD programs funded by the county government. We have the county polytechnics funded by the county government. We have the county bursaries funded by the county government. We have the water project that the governor calls Matso Mulyango. They are funded by the county government. Yeah. But I just want, in a very humble way, my friend has been on this seat for 10 years, isn't it? If he comes here and tells me now within Marenyo Shianda there is one county polytechnic, I'll applaud him. If he comes here and tells me, because today, if it rains now, it means you cannot use that road from Marenyo to Mishtoi. Sure. You have to take back from Marenyo Shikunga to Sabatia. Why? Yet that is the road that he is using to go to his homestead. And that is the only main road that cuts from Marenyo to where? Sabatia. To Sabatia. Number two, I always ask people a question. Headquarter or a market for the current leadership is which one?
This one, Marenyo.
Marenyo market. Yeah. What has he done?
Nothing.
Nothing. So, if he comes again next year, he gives us the 100 shillings. We give him another 5 years to go and sleep or to go and do whatever he's doing. Do you think we are doing justice to the people? Because there are young people here, like I said before, there are students who have finished class 8. Their parents are unable to pay school fees in Form 1, or now we are calling it senior secondary. Yeah. So they are after the grade 9 unable to pay the senior secondary. Their parents here, they are unable to pay, even they are unable to take their students to where? To colleges. We are not saying that these parents are ignorant to take their students to school or to take their kids to school, but they are unable to do it. We have got the county polytechnics, and we have got Butere County Polytechnic. We have Namasoli County Polytechnic down there. We have Huisero County Polytechnic. We have Imanga. There are many in Butere sub-county. It doesn't mean that if you take, let's say, 100,000 per one financial year, just 1 year, you take 100,000, it will make you poor. It cannot.
From your pocket or from there?
Sometimes in leadership, you need to be a servant. My friend, I remember when I was a president, I used to earn a little amount of money, but you'll find a student coming and telling you that mimi sina hata sapa. And when you see the student fine, hana. So if you take that 200 ukimpatia and buy sapa, are you poor?
No.
Number two, ungepata mwingine, it is time to register exams. Yeah. Hawana hiyo pesa ya kuregister exams. You are not now taking your money, but you now go to talk to the admin. Tafadhali, can you register these students' exams? Wafanye, they will pay after what? After wamemaliza the academics. So we don't say that the current leadership will take their money from the pockets to go and do what? Fund these academic sectors. But Sydney, truth be told, you have friends. True or false?
True.
If you call 10 friends and each one gives you 500 shillings, how much is that?
5,000 shillings.
5,000. In a county polytechnic, we only pay 2,500 per 1 year because other money has been paid.
by the government.
Yeah. So you only pay 2,500. So meaning, imagine 10 people have given you 5,000. You have gotten already fee for 2 students.
Out of students, yeah.
Yeah. And let's say you have a program like within the ward, you have a program of taking around 30 for 1 year, 30. Just get friends. Make these things move. I can tell you for free today, not all politicians who developments in their wards or their sub-counties depend on their money. They call friends for them to thrive along.
So if let's say you're saying you engaging with friends in terms of you're an MCA, you're calling your friends to do this and this and this for you, like you're working together. Don't you think it's a strategy for your friends to see like it's a way of them benefiting? Because if somebody will feel like I'm investing in this ward, I'll get an opportunity of a tender of this certain road from this place to this place.
No.
Because I did my investment here by helping Mr. So and so
to get these students to school. No.
Which kind of friends do you have?
Let me tell you. There are many friends that you can call on board. It's not that you call friends that you do business with. For example, today there are friends that you can do film with, isn't it? Others that you went to the same high school with. There are others whom you just found them in college where you were. All those people they are now team up to be your friends. And there are some people who will hear today that Sydney wants to be somebody. They'll come to you and tell you, if you want to go for this thing, we are coming for you. And we are ready to support you in whichever way. Those are now the friends. Because, let me give you an example. The MP, Oscar Sudi, he does development in his sub-county.
Sure.
He gave out motorbikes. Do you want to tell me he spent his own money?
No.
No.
Just friends.
And it doesn't mean that those people are going to give him what? To give him tenders.
Yeah.
No. We are not even running very far. Even in these churches, we hold Arambes to help students go to school. Do we go back there to ask for something?
No.
No. So we just want to make a community whereby everybody is fully engaged. For example, I normally say this, that if today you become very rich within your area, and every day you wake up, you find people fully within the ground where you are coming from, do you know you are creating zero impact within that area? Zero. And it means you are the most foolish person within that area.
Sure.
Why? But if you come back in a community, you are very rich. But the moment you pass like here from Shikunga, you are going to Shisisia, Society Pale, Shisisia Marenyo. When you meet a certain mother will tell you, I'm milking that cow because of you. I'm doing this because of you. And you are trying to help the community so that each and every person within the community is busy with his or her own activity. We have got the issue to do with this vitu ya vyama hii. Vyama ni ngapi ward? Ukiwasaidia tu table banking kidogo kidogo, mnasaidiana kidogo kidogo. Hao watu watafanya vitu zao, table banking wataendeleza wenyewe. Hautaenda pale kuambia ati mimi nimewasaidia, sasa mnisaidie tenda hapa.
You're creating impact.
You just create impact to these people. Whether you are there or not, whether you have the seat or not, create impact on these people. It will be very essential.
Leadership matters, leadership and credibility. As a former student leader, what real leadership lessons are you bringing into public office?
Number one,
get elected as an MCA.
Any leader must be accountable in whichever way. Whatever you spend, be ready to be accounted for it. Number two, a leader, you have to be very transparent and be of an highest integrity order. That is just a fact. Whether you want to do what, just have integrity, so that whatever you speak, people feel what you are speaking first before the action. People see that Sydney is speaking as these are flowers, and indeed they are flowers. He will give us a tent, and indeed he will not give us the tent. And like you are speaking water and taking wine. So by that, to me, there are some things I learned in that seat. One, how to handle people in leadership matters a lot. You know, there's a day you can wake up, the moment you approach a gate of an institution, you find some few guys who are very drunk. And they're telling you today, we don't have school IDs. and we want to enter the school. If you don't enter, we are banning this gate. So what will you do? Have to tell them, okay, fine. Mkuu, nione nafanya aje niwaingize. Na ukweli utawaingiza. But sasa ukishawaingiza, utawaita kando. Uambie hapana. Na sisi nyinyi mnajua mnakosa. Inafaa mkuwe na idea. Watakwambia okay, by that ndio tumelewa, lakini tufanye nini? Kesho tutakuwa nini na hizi vitu. You find another team, hana wachokozi tu kwa barabara. So you have to know how to deal it. Like people will say that maybe ukiwa kwa uongozi ufai kukaa na walevi, washarati, sijui nini. You know many people say that. Mbona huyu anatembea na fulani. But you know you are governing all.
Sure.
Because huyu mlevi anajua sidi na anapitanga ile barabara. Huyu bodaboda anajua sidi na anapita pale. So what if you embrace all of them? Watasema this is our man. Watafeel the impact. Number 2, how you handle a problem. Because in leadership, if you allow yourself to speak much, you will be creating more problems than solving them. Learn to listen more. If you find problems coming, many allegations, what and what, you don't have to answer that time. Wasikize is something that I learned. Sikiza hao watu, then nenda kaa chini, jua hii shida nitasolve aje. I also ask them, mnataka tufanye namna gani? It is very essential because watakuja kuambia hii mti ya mapera tutaki hapa, hii nyumba ni mbaya tutaki hapa, but waulize swali sawa, hii mti tushatoa, hii nini tushatoa, mnataka tufanye namna gani? They will tell you okay, badala ya kuitoa hapa tunafaa tu. So again you will get a solution from there. Usiwache tu you are now the one creating the solution peke yako. Give them also an opportunity to give you another solutions on how to change it. So like for example Marenyo Shianda. Unajua unaweza kuja leo na useme mimi nataka nijenge county polytechnics 2, si ndio? Na kumbe watu wa Marenyo Shianda wataka county polytechnics. Wanakuambia sisi pale Mliwanda tunataka tu 1 dispensary. Distance ni ndefu kutoka Shirumba kufika Shikunga. Fight for it tupate. Wengine watakwambia sisi pale chini Marenyo Mwala tunataka nini? Fanyata mata Mwala. Fight so that you can do what? We can get.
But let me ask you something. There was an allegation that the current sitting MCA is not in good terms with the sitting governor. So at the county government, in fact, he was elected as a chairman for development, I guess, right? And the seat also was repossessed or something happened.
Somebody took it.
So because of that relationship, that is why the sitting MCA is not getting the chance to get there is something happening. He's not getting enough funds or something.
Who ascends to the county bills?
The MCA.
The MCA. Who gives bills in the county assembly?
The MCA.
And then why are you telling me the governor?
But because of the relationship and stuff.
But no, it doesn't mean that, okay, fine. There is just a collaboration between the county assembly and the county executive. It doesn't mean that you have to bow down to the county executive 100%. It is just the same as like me. I was the president. It doesn't mean that all the cabinet secretaries were supposed to bow down to me for them to deliver. They have their own dockets. Number 2, ni sawa. Nasikianga hii maneno kila siku ni ndireva. Are we normal? Because when did the Baraza become the governor?
2022.
When did Ondiro become the MC?
2017.
What did he do from 2017 to 2022? Because he came back to us in 2020 and he told us Oparanya denied him money.
Sure.
That's what he told us. And we gave him votes. So again today he's telling us Baraza, he has denied him what? Money. So who is the problem? There is a question I wanted to ask. For example, today there is a family of 3 boys. And in this family, every day you are the one making different wrangles with your father every day. What is the problem? Or who might be the problem in that family? Because if this one comes, you have a problem. If another in-law comes, you have a problem. Who might be the problem?
You're the other problem.
Yes, because Baraza came in power 2022, Ondiro came in power 2017. And even if, fine, they don't have good terms with the current governor, fine. But he should also explain to us one thing. During Charlie's funeral, we had road maintenance from Marenyo Tumshitoi.
In fact, it was done immediately.
Immediately. Why?
Just before the funeral.
Before the burial.
Yeah.
Why? Number two, if indeed he's not in good terms, why did they do the road maintenance without putting marams on that road? Just one road. Number three, they were given 16 kilometers for maintenance. Can he just mention for us, I maintained from Shikunga to Buboko, Shinyulu, to somewhere?
So do you think he's lacking accountability, or the team around him is misleading him, or?
But we cannot blame the team. You are the ones seducing a lady, and you find the lady has a problem. So you have to leave him or her. Because this is the team Ondilo has worked with since 2017. True or false?
There is an allegation.
If the team is bad, do you mean this guy doesn't have other advisors? Yes. We don't say, from what I said, we don't say that he's a very bad guy. And we don't say that the team is bad. But he just has to do the right thing.
But how do you respond to this allegation? It's being said that his team has some members that are very incompetent.
And if members are very competent, what do? We sack them.
But they're his friends. They help him pass.
When it comes to service delivery, I'm telling you for free, matters of friendship we don't involve.
How will you handle that? If you happen to have some people in your life.
If it comes service delivery, I need water to flow from Shikunga to Shinyulu, and you're bringing friendship on that, you better go home. Let me get water first, then friendship second. Because now, there is no way two people can make you lose something good. I remember very well, what you are telling me, I cannot only blame on you, but I was in the same shoe. By the time I was campaigning, I would have friends who were talking very rubbish. The way they were handling people, the way they were bragging, and I could get complaints from the comrades I wanted to lead. And even after winning, there's some of the committee members that I was chairing the committees who were speaking ill. And students started to complain that these boys are very good men, but some of these people are not good. But I had just to do the right thing. Call the team, summon them. Tell them, no, we are dealing with these comrades. Learn how to deal with them. If you continue speaking this way, I won't tolerate. And I had to sack almost 5.
Wow.
Yeah, just sack them, do the right thing. After that, the remaining team, and you don't sack somebody, unajua mtu anatakanga, if I sack you today, nikuambie leo Sydney toka haraka hapana. You start side pole au muonyeshi ya kwamba wewe ni mubaya sana. Lakini when it comes now to advocating for this and delegating duties, sasa unaanza kuangalia kama huyu jamaa amekuwa joka kwa kazi, unaanza kuangalia venye unamweka kando kidogo. But yeah, anaweza baki tu rafiki, lakini anaona tu kazi inasonga. So from there time mwenyewe atakaa chini aanze kusema hapa ni kama kuna shida. Maybe mimi ndio nimefanyanga hii kazi hizo. So he will start to change, gradual changing pole.
So you being a student leader, did you learn, like, are there some mistakes you went through that made you to say, like, I'm a student leader, I've done this wrong. Now I'm stepping in as an MCA aspirant. Using the same skills I used to as a student president. I want, and made me learn these hard mistakes. I won't do that in my journey in politics as an MCA.
There are very many mistakes that we do in
just
leadership.
A few to mention.
Number one mistake that you can do in leadership, sidelining with one side and sidelining another one. Like in student leadership, you only have 2 categories: the admin and the students. You have to be balanced. So if you make a mistake of siding with one, I remember there is a time I sided with a certain tribal team of comrades during funerals. And another team said, oh, you've seen the president. He has now gone to side with another team and he has left us. But I told them no. But at the end of the day, I came to, okay, the next time such a thing happened, I used to move away. Ningewacha kwanza, ningepanga kila kitu lakini hawataniona. So that wasione, oh, maybe this guy, no. But hata hapa hivi, siwezi sema the institutional politics na village politics in the same, they are different. Kumbuka, hapa nakuja kudili na mama mwenye ajui kushika kalamu. Hapa. Huko ndio wana deal na very literate people.
Sure.
And that is the Gen Zs, the people who wanted to overthrow the government, fine. They know everything. But here there are some people who don't understand some things. But you have to embrace all of them to make one community. And I have to do the political things in a very different way. Hiyo mambo ya kusema tunatembea unapea mtu sweetie, unasijui lolo, easily huko. Hapa ni wananchi na ile vitu wanataka kusikia.
But remember, you're coming in at a stage in politics where let's say the token thing is so much high. Which strategy are you going to use? Because previously, in as you are talking right now, there's a statement you just said behind some minutes back that you create an impact in the society by before even you decided to run as an MC aspirant, you're already creating impact by making sure a certain student goes to school because of this and this and this. You can go somewhere, maybe hand over some few money for this parent or this guardian to do this and this for his or her child. Yes. To you, that is you're doing impact. In politics, we say that is like you're giving away tokens. You have been giving out handouts.
Handouts and helping the two different things.
How will that run in the mentality?
No,
in the mentality,
there's a difference between I coming here and giving out 100 shillings.
Sure.
Whatever people do that money, I don't know. But there's another difference whereby I call maybe Sydney has a problem. He has a bill in the hospital. I've paid. Another one, maybe this guy has failed. This guy has helped me to pay. But just giving out money anyhow, what I see in funerals and whatsoever, that is a handout. And in politics, you cannot run away from it. It is there.
And how do you handle it?
But how to handle it now depends with you. How do you deal with these people? You know, like today, the truth be told, the youths who are saying, and that is what they're speaking, you are going to eat that money. Pesa tunaenda kukula, but voting, tofauti.
Sure.
So I cannot run away that you cannot campaign without money. You have to get money. And that's why from a start I said, if I give you 3 million without a strategy, you will lose and start to cry. The question you asked me somewhere, will you not get a depression or whatsoever? But if I give you 3 million with a strategy, you just win. So the handout thing or whatsoever, it depends how will I be giving out the little amount I'll get. The little support I have, how will I give it out? Will I give it out in form of a handout or will I give it out in form of helping one another to prosper?
Matters policy and development. If elected as an MCA, what are your 3 top priorities for Marenyo Shianda Ward?
All MCAs, we only have, I've told you the only 3 things that you have to do. You have to legislate well in the county assembly. Give an oversight. Are you getting me? You legislate, give an oversight, and then representation. But again, in Marenyo Shianda, you cannot, in all those 3 things, there are also other things that you have to do as a leader, not just within the ward or within Marenyo Shianda alone, but have to do. Like, for example, right now, there are many issues concerning the issue of water. You know, people are running away from the natural water, ile watu wanaenda kwa mto nini. So because of the ages, vijana tukigrow, we go to town to search for funds. Hasa tunaacha wale watu wazee nyumbani, mtu kwenda mtoni na kuwa ngumu. So we just have to collaborate na ile the executive of the government. Whoever will win, we collaborate to make sure that nini inafanyika. Hii maji inaweza fanya nini? Hizi pipes zitapatikana so that kama kuna source ya maji kama Shikunga kwa chacha hapo kuna maji, can it be lifted? And it is something I know. Si ni kitu nimesomea. So najua hii maji nikilift kufika pale inaweza sambaa kufika mahali fulani. Can the community benefit? Then number 2, kuna hii kitu ya for you to grow a community based on education and health sector. Ongelesha tu county government waambie vizuri, governor please make sure that kuna enough medication kwa hizo hospitali. Mtu wako akienda hospitali anaweza fanya nini? Apate matibabu.
But do you know the current people in campaigns, yes, it's a political language to win votes. But if today you meet there on the road, let's say a drunkard person, his family, one person from the family was sick and maybe he went to the dispensary there.
Na hakuna dawa.
Dispensary iko kwa wadi yako. Yeye unajua atajua kazi yako ni ati nafaa ufanye oversight ujue kama nini. Yeye atajua tu makosa ni yako.
Hujaweka dawa pale.
Utaimana jaji yeye atajua makosa yanatoka huko juu. Governor yeye anaona MCA yetu afanye kazi.
But sasa njia rahisi ni wewe kukaa chini na the Minister of Health. Kuna Minister of Health kwa county. Na kuna Committee of Health kwa county. Now you tell the Committee of Health, but every month make sure mnaangalia, mnatuma your team kwa hizo hospitali kuona do you have enough medications kwa hizo hospitali so that you can manage issue ya pressure ya watu. Pia mtu naye in case pia zisikue, sometimes you always advise this, unakuwa readily available to these people. Unajua mtu akupigia simu, you can also respond one way or the other. Na maybe ni ile kitu ya Panadol ya 10 bob. Na pengine you have the 10 bob. You can just get the 10 bob so that unafanya unazuia the issue of mtu kuanza kusema tu hospitali haina madawa.
Youth unemployment is a very major issue in the country, worldwide, even at the world level. What's your plan, like practically, not just promises? How will you deal with it?
Youth unemployment is a very critical thing, very critical. But you have to check first of all, get the data. How many youths are unemployed and how many are residing within the area? You cannot just start seeking employment for the people you don't know the number. Number two, we have got those people who are unemployed, and again, maybe because they want to go to school. That's why I said from a start, take these ones first. If you can get an opportunity, take them to colleges, let them get the skills. And again, another thing, I can give you a good example that I always see. I'm not saying that I'll be an MP, but I always see a certain MP doing it. He collected data within his sub-county, and he found that he has around 2,000 young people. He linked up with the TVETs. He took these young people to TVETs to study technical courses. Now he's lobbying for technical jobs, like let's say now the road maintenance, let's say things like plaster, electrical, whatsoever. He gives back to the people he has taken away, to the colleges. So you find that now you are at least fighting the unemployment in a slow way. You don't have to fight it very fast.
Are you talking about Salasi?
No, it is not even in Western, Central Kenya.
Central.
Yeah. This guy has managed it. You find that if he's putting cabros here, the people putting those cabros.
Are you talking about
Kiharu constituent? That guy is doing it. Yeah. The people putting up the cabros, they come from Kiharu.
Yeah.
And the people doing the pipe work, coming from where? Kiharu. And as you do that, you also encourage the young people to do what? To engage in other activities, like farming, crop productions, is whatsoever, so that they can at least do it. Because we cannot say that each and every youth who has gone to school will get the white collar job. It cannot work. But if you create even the blue collar jobs for these people, it also helps. Link with other, open even a small circle. Start growing something in a team. Get even if it is a small place, let's say like you get even if it is 3 portion meals, just 3. If you get 3 portion meals, then tell these young people, let's say like a group. You in a group, you tell them I just need 3 people, at least 3 to start operating these 3 portion meals. You've created the employment for many? The 3 first. So from there you are moving pole. At the end of 5 years utajikuta hata kama ujiemploy ulikuwa na data ya watu 2,000, ujiemploy wote 2,000, lakini utakuwa umejaribu umeemploy hata kama 1,000. So it means tena ukijipanga hao wengine unafanya nini? Na sio lazima tu uemploy watu kwa sub county, kwa ward yako. Doesn't nakwambia from the start, get friends. Today I'm not the sitting president of Sigalagala, but today I have around 6 people. When you are Sigalagala, they're getting something. Because when I was there, I lobbied for them a space. Nikawambia mimi, tomorrow I'll retire. I won't hold this seat anymore. But nyinyi, the space I'm creating for you, make sure that you keep it well, maintain the discipline, size wako pale. Hata nikifika nini na nini. So that is how you do in employment. Even unapunguza.
There is something called ward funds from there are some funds allocated for each and every ward in Kenya.
The 20 million.
Yeah. How will you manage it, like through accountability and transparency?
First of all, kitu inafaa tukubali ni hii na inafanyika sio hapa peke yake. Ni Kenya mzima. For you to manage the 20 million, you have to run away from the cartels.
How?
And the cartels hawako wangi mbali. Cartels ni hao tu.
In you.
Ni wale tu. Why do I say cartels ni wale tu? I'm sorry to say this. One day, I happened to teach in one of the county polytechnics. And I felt embarrassed because during a certain financial year, some funds came. So these funds, they came well to help the needy students. But you find sub-county education officer telling the principal of that polytechnic, before I sign a check of the 800,000, give me something like 100,000.
Yeah.
So, so even in the ward fund, the 20 million ward fund, for us to make sure that we have a clear record on how you've spent the 20 million ward fund. Let us say you've been given the 20 million ward fund and you've been told the 4 million is for education sector. Can you make sure that you spend the 4 million on the education sector? Sometimes in leadership, don't be among the few people who make popular decisions. You will die poor, or you will die early with the depression. Why? You know, if today you sit here and everybody starts singing that Sidney is a very good man, you are doing nothing.
Sure.
So sometimes be hard on these people. Tell them, no, this money is for development. Can we develop fast? Then let us leave a legacy in the 20 million. Because let's assume every financial year it is 20 million. For 5 years, we are talking about 100 million. If you do a good calculation, you'll at least achieve something within the 5 years. And let the work that you've done, the expenditure you've done, market you for the next.
You are around, I guess your campaigns are going around the world. You're seeing the developments that have been done by the current MCA. Are they worthy to be accountable to around the amount you're saying?
No. No. And if they are worthy to be accounted, you should just come and account. Tell us the 1 million I spend it here, another one there.
Yeah, what's your plan about education, bursary, skills and development in your ward?
Fine. Hapo mwenye anataka kushikwa ashikwe tu. There is a problem in this ward, and I'm not saying because ni nini na nini na nini, lakini kuna njaa na kuna ugonjwa. That you apply a ward bursary like the year 2023. I was not within Marenyo Shianda Ward, but I supervised the Butoto Central. That is Lurambi sub-county. I supervised the Butoto Central ward application, bursary applications. And the moment bursary came out, imagine 100% got the bursary. All the people had submitted the names, because I submitted the names of around 200 students. All of them got bursaries. But I always ask myself one question: what happens to Marenyo Shianda, whereby you are being told you applied 50, 10 have gotten? Then another thing that makes me getting worried, you are being told that if you want to know if you got the bursary, come and confirm within the ward admin's office. Who said? I think if bursary comes out, list comes out, if it is for the county polytechnics, it goes to the county polytechnics walls. You will see that this polytechnic has been awarded people from this ward. But now let me ask a question. Now our 20 million for the Marenyo Shianda, we don't have a county polytechnic. Where is our funds for the county polytechnic? Because the county bursary only specifies how many categories? 3. ECD teachers, not even, just 2. ECD teachers and the county polytechnics. So for today, can we be given a summation or an explanation on where it is now how many millions?
Close to 100.
Not 100.
Past 100.
Past 100. Because this is the 9th year. We are talking about 180 million. So can we be told where the 180 million of the Marenyo Shianda Ward are? Accountability.
Now, we are moving to why should voters trust you over older or more experienced politicians?
In leadership, we don't trust about the age. Trust about the mind. What did somebody speak? Can you, this person speak about the real thing that is there? But if we say about age, that's where we mess. And I don't say that it's a must. No. But in leadership, you also ask for support. What I can tell my people, naomba support yao, sio lazima wanipei, lakini nimeiomba wanipigie. Mwana kitu. Na they should just believe me and trust me for ile kitu nawaambia. Because I believe in myself. You give me opportunity to deliver within even five days. I have to deliver within 5 days. For example, let me give you a live example. We finished the voter exercise when? Juzi.
It was few weeks ago. Before
to handle the mobilization task, Marenyo Shianda was given around a task of 1,700 new voters to register. Before niingie kwa hiyo team ya kuanza kuangalia on how people register as voters, ulikuwa unapata per day akiti registers how many people? Two. So I had to sit with these people, nikawauliza swali, if a day you are registering how many? 2 people. Yet kuna area karibu mko na machine start, meaning 6 people per day and you are getting let's say 1,000 a day everyone. It means the payment versus the work is inversely proportional. It was direct. But I gave them a target. I told them ikifika saa 9 every machine should have at least 15. And within 3 days the graph changed. Ukaanza kupata Marenyo Shianda imetoka from being number 5 because from a start Marenyo Shianda ilikuwa number 5. Ikiamuka sana inakuja 4. Hapo imejaribu. But tumemaliza voter registration Marenyo Shianda inacheza top 3. Meaning some things is just self-dedication. We just dedicate that. We normally call ourselves Ward 001. So this is Ward 001. Sure. So we can also put ourselves in a way that development is under Ward 001. We be number 1 out of the 60. And you don't just be number 1 in the written. If people comes and they say, he ward kweli ni number 1. Yeah.
There is this thing, watu wanasema like, huyu atakuwaje tofauti na wengine, because most of the leaders you elect they go they forget us.
See what? Uwezi elect huyu, niseme tu for example, uwezi sema huyu mwalimu atakuwa aje tofauti na mwalimu mwingine. Wewe umesoma Shikunga bwana. Hakuna laws different because alipata hesabu inaenda venye inafikiria and he said no, hesabu inafaa iende namna hii.
Sure.
And everything changed. I remember our year ndo tulitoa hesabu from number 12 to number 3.
Yeah, sure.
The following year yenye mlifanya mkatoa physics ikatoka from number 12 to number 2. So it means how you put things and how you do things just matters a lot. Remember at Kwangi the same, how will you perform and how will you do them?
Corruption is everywhere.
Yeah.
Can you confidently say you will never be compromised?
I've never been. Not even I have never been. You cannot compromise me with the money. You can never.
How to go themselves 3 million imekam? And go matters education. Let's budget there like let's put there 3.8. Then 800 ni yangu.
Sasa nikuulize swali. You've given me something like 800,000 fine. In how many days will I spend with that money?
I don't know. It depends with your plan.
Nothing like a plan. In leadership, even if I give you, let's say 100,000 today, you will find that maybe, okay, fine, you spend with it 2 days. Si pesa imeisha. Na ile kitu ulifanya?
Kuna.
Sina count. I give you an example today. We are crying because of 2019. Fuel levy bill. True or false?
True.
Hii pesa wanabunga walikula ama hukula. Lakini zinatufinya zaidi. So before you get compromised with any person, be it in executive, wherever office, first of all ask yourself one thing. After I'm done, what about the people who will come after me? Tomorrow, maybe today you've been compromised to sign a bill that is very bad. And when somebody tells you, you say, no, I don't care. But tomorrow, your brother or your son comes in that to occupy the same office, and he finds things very tough. How will he explain? Do you know, it is not just because of being the MCA seat, no. For real, sometimes this accountability and straightforwardness starts from even the student leadership things. Bana, you've been in the high school. You used to see how let's say the school prefects, those who are being compromised, at the end of the day, what were they achieving? Something. Even in these tertiary institutions, the presidents that have been compromised, maybe you find you've won, a politician comes, gives you 300,000, he tells you, okay, fine, today Sydney, I want tomorrow to organize 500 young people to go and demonstrate it within that institution. The principal must go. Then you forget that the politician has given you 300,000, you've demonstrated, fine, achievement done. No, not yet academics. Academics completed 0, certificate 0 ya pick. So ile time unakuja kupick certificate unaambiwa wewe ndio ulileta demonstration hujafanya mtihani ule mwanasiasa hatakuwa pale kutetea. Wewe uko pale peke yako. Sasa hata ukienda pale mbele, nothing you can do. So in leadership for real, as young people, bwana, let us avoid the compromise. Let us just do what is right. Hii ni muti inafaa itoke Shikunga iende Marenyo. Peleka tu Marenyo. Usingoje upewe 200 ndio useme wacha nipeleke. Peleka tu. Mungu atabariki kazi nyingine.
Are you is there somebody pushing you behind your political journey, or you're self-independent?
I've never had a political father. I normally go for, I always chart my own way.
Which party are you coming in?
Right now you're not talking about the parties. Siasa ni mbaya. Siasa ni mbaya. Siasa iko mbaya. Chama unakuja sasa chama pana.
You are part of the young generation. Like what does that actually mean, like young generation for change?
Young generation for change.
And you are a young
I'm among them. We just opt and work towards that change and be part and parcel of the change. You know, hapa nyuma ulikuwa unasikia that youths are the leaders of tomorrow. But do you know very well, you cannot marry a lady you've not seduced.
Sure.
So you cannot tell a youth that you are a leader of tomorrow, yet you are not putting this youth to be among the decision makers of today. And that's what we are saying. We just have to be part and parcel of the discussion. And I always pick and think that today, if I hear among ourselves, a crew that I've grown with, a crew that I've interrogated with, one of our friends telling me that, hey, tomorrow I want to be a leader. For me, I normally go and support. I'll go there, support him fully without asking for handouts. Why? He is among the few people I know. For us to bring change, do you know it is very easy for you to account and to hold me accountable because you know me. Unajua kijana asipopatikana hapa tapata hapa. So ni rahisi sana mimi kufanya kazi nikiogopa wale vijana waliniweka kwa kiti. Unaona? Watanitafuta. Unlike, wacha nikupe one live example. Mimi nimekaa Mombasa miaka 4, si ndio? Ama hata miaka 8. Nakuja nyumbani nasimama kiti leo. Nikipita kiti, maendeleo yangu ndafanya
ngumu Juma.
Nitaifanya wapi? To be sincere, nitaifanya wapi? Mombasa. Why? Nimespend time. And that's why by that 2022 I had a cousin of mine, a very good friend, same family. Amespend life yake mingi wapi? Thika. I want to kusoma kitu wapi? Marenyo Shianda. Nikamwambia, my friend, it cannot work. Go back to Thika. Where you've been. Because that is where you've been. From nursery, primary, high school, university, and job.
It belongs there.
So if you come to Marenyo Shianda, it means you only need our position. After we've given you power, back to Thika. So saizi wale vijana wenye hako area ni sisi tukae chini, we chart the new change that we are talking about. You cannot be talking about I need green grass yet you are planting yellow. So we are the ones to start chatting about the change that we are advocating for. And one way of chatting this change, the first exercise that we did, voter registration. Si vijana wameshika wako kadi sahi. Number 2, tusingoje tu ya kwamba tunataka sasa kupiga kura. we need to start doing what we call civic education. Importance of getting good representation. Importance of getting good leaders to these young people. From there, ikifika next year, watu wataona by that there is a reason as to why we should vote in Sydney. There is a reason as to why we should vote in this. And like mtu anatoka kula amepewa 200 na anaenda kufanya. So as young leaders, we just have to work, show and lead within that path. Hakunanga kuogopa hiyo.
Do you believe young leaders are ready to take over the leadership in Kenya?
Very ready. But it depends on how we will place our cards.
Sure.
We had the Gen Z movement.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Down in the waters.
Down in the why? We lost the target.
Yeah.
You know what affects us as young leaders? We believe that we cannot make it on our own. So utapata tumeanza vuguvugu mzuri sana, lakini around the line wewe unakuja huko na njaa, huyu yako njaa, huyu yako njaa. At the end of the day, mwenye atakuja na pesa mzuri, si atapea watu wako njaa. Wanakuja wanaanza kuambia bwana, sasa unajua Sidi ni maneno usipofuata hii barabara, sisi na pia kwa sababu huko njaa but if whatever that I'm seeing in the young generation today, baadhi vijana wengi wanasema tutapiga kura. If that spirit, that motive continues
that way,
alafu tuendelee na pia tusipige tu kura kwa sababu sasa tunapigia a fellow young leader ovyo ovyo. Tuangalie pia huyu young leader tunapigia ni nani na anaweza tusaidia na maana gani. Are we chatting then we voting?
There is this saying that is always there. Politics is a dirty game.
And very dirty.
For the young people, what message do you have for them?
Be very careful in this politics, especially the next year's politics. Be very careful.
What is the biggest problem currently facing the people of Marenyo, Shianda Ward?
The biggest problem? One, the major problem in face ya watu, road, barabara ni mbaya kabisa. Mbaya. Kila mtu ukianzia Ikokwa, urudi Shikuunga, urudi wapi, kila mtu anakuambia barabara ni mbaya.
How will you change that?
Given opportunity, I will have to do it.
Sure. How will you involve the community in decision making?
Okay. For you to have a good decision making, like for example, kuna hawa watu wewe huchagua kama representatives from different places. Like Marenyo Shianda has 2 locations. That is Marenyo location and Shianda. But it has 8 sub-locations. So, to me, sometimes it is good. Out of the 8 sub-locations, can you get at least 1 person or even 1 person per sub-location, if possible? So, you are making up a team of 8 people from the 8 sub-locations. Then from there, at least make a day, not every month, but let's say that even twice or even 3 a year. Can you plan to meet, even if it is now the village elders from the other Shianda location, then village elders from Marenyo location. And when you are meeting these village elders from Shianda location and Marenyo location, combine youth representation in that meeting, disability representation in that meeting, ladies representation in that meeting. Also represent the denominations, because we have got many denominations here. And you cannot bring a problem of a denomination by a person of a boda.
Sure.
It cannot work. Boda will tell you road from Marenyo to Mishto is bad. Mbaya. But a denomination atakwambia sisi bwana tukienda church tuko na shida pale, security ya karibu na ile church yetu ni mbaya sana. So utapata hii church inalalamika hii. So ukisha hold hii mkutano, you will get what is affecting the people. After you shapata what is affecting the people, automatically you will make a right judging and a right decision kulingana ile vitu umefanya nini umeambiwa. Lakini naomba lambo uende tu, you are now doing your own. Sasa ukiamka asubuhi unaenda tu naamuka, it cannot work. You cannot achieve. For you to achieve, it is a collective consultation, a collective agreement, and a collective collaboration within the teams. Yeah.
Matters legacy. If you're elected as an MCA, what legacy would you like to leave for the people of Marenyo Shianda Ward. One day, if they see you, they'll be like, if it were not for Mr. Honorable Wilberforce Mali, this could not have happened. We are remembering him because of this and this and this and this.
Okay, as a young scholar and a young leader, there are two things that I would wish one day if I die, people remember me with. One, academics, for real. I would wish a world whereby we are being called scholars, a world whereby everybody has papers. Everybody goes to school. That one I love to champion.
Everyone gets knowledge.
Everyone gets knowledge. That one, if you give me an opportunity to give you, I'll do it. Number two, I'll like to live a world whereby everybody feels that at least we had a voice of our own. We used to be heard, not just leaders who used to give us directions. We used to be heard. The two things. I like being a leader whereby the people feel the leadership. The people feel it.
The leadership is
in the people, not just you. And when you walk,
I'm a leader.
watu wanakuzurura sijui ni let the people feel Sydney is here na ni wetu. You can sit, by the some things I always learn most of the things from I'm sorry to say this, but I always learn most of the things from the current CS of Marenyo. That guy is a very humble young man. You can meet Waziri at home. Waziri is very free with the people. And Waziri has never worked with many bounders or security men. But he's a CS. And like somebody, maybe you are just a parastatal chair, then you employ many security, whereby maybe these people have a problem. They cannot address you.
In fact, what I've noticed, the people feel some inferiority from leaders who come along with a lot of bouncers and
very
stuff.
True.
The people feel like, we don't own this person.
When I won the seat, there's something. When I won the seat, I used to stay together, one plot with the comrades. And that comrade, hiyo plot ilikuwa tu ile plot ya comrades. Tunakaa tu pamoja, uko na chumvi, huna, tunasaidiana tu comradeship. So after winning, mtu akaniambia, now you hold a very big position in this school. Yeah. Do you know you are the president? Yes. I told them yes. Now what you have to do, nafaa uhame. Utoke hapa, uende ukae private life.
Sasa ukae.
Those are now people coming to you, uende ukae bed sitter mzuri, penye wanafunzi hawako wengi. Sasa nafaa tena ukitembea, ukuwe na mtu anakubebea bag ukienda class.
Some kind of celebrity style.
Nikamuuliza swali moja. How many people voted for me on this plot? Akaniambia because plot yangu kuna watu 60 and all the 60 voted. Naambia if 60 people wake up in the morning wakakuja kupiga kura. 60 people campaigned for me bila pesa. Wakafeel huyu jamaa anataka kuwa president lakini ni wa plot yetu. So they campaigned for me. And apart from that, kuna tu wanafunzi waliniamini because hata ukienda shule saizi, they'll tell you, most of the time they normally say, this guy was a down to earth guy because you could find this guy interrogating with everybody. Hata mlevi ule tu muisuka ule mlevi kwa barabara, I will talk to him. Hata nani singechagua sasa mimi ni president ni pan. So nikamwambia, this is what I'll do. Nitabaki hii plot na sitataka bodyguard. Niko sawa. But do you know security yako? Ngambia wacha nione kama itakuwa mbaya, nitajua tu ni mbaya, but I finished 1 year bila mtu kuniguza. Na nilikuwa natembea na hao wanafunzi in case kuna issue. In fact wangekuja waniambie mapema, leo vijana wamepanga hivi.
You get informed.
Sometimes in leadership unaona hawa wetu tunaandika wengi sana. Hatujakataa watu kuwa na security, lakini hii watu mnaandika wengi kama leadership. Ndio wanafanyaga sometimes hata mtu akipanga kufanya kitu mbaya. You cannot be told because people will feel. Hasa watu jamaa tukimwambia watu yake wataki tufikie. So to me, let people feel. Wilberforce ndio yako pale. Tunaweza enda pale atusikizi. Huyu jamaa tunaweza kaa naye chini hivi tupige story tumalize. That is it.
Why should the people of Marenyo Shianda Ward vote for you, Wilberforce Mali, in 2027?
I have a desire to change the ward and to work for them. And I believe if they vote for me, I'll work for them.
If you lose the election, what's next for you?
Continue with what I'm doing. As I'm a scholar and I'm an engineer by profession, so I'll continue. But again, I'll not leave the leadership. Leadership is not about the power, but it's about what you do. You can fail to be an MCA, but again, you can also help people in other positions. Losing a seat does not mean that you are now losing the life.
Speak directly to the people of Marenyo Shianda Ward watching, or the people who will watch this show. What's your message? What's your message to them? Like you speak facing the camera.
Okay, to the people of Marenyo Shianda, niko na message moja kwenu. One, believe in me. I'll change this world if given opportunity. And I kindly and humbly seek for your support and seek for your vote. Come next year 2027. Tutembee pamoja, let's make Marenyo Shianda great. Give it a change.
If you had 60 seconds to convince a voter who doesn't trust all politicians at all, what would you say?
Convincing a voter who doesn't trust politicians.
Yeah.
One, I'll first of all tell him reason as to why I want him to vote for me. First, niongee naye kwa upole, sitaenda ile kuanza kusema siasa mingi. Lazima niongee naye polepole, nikupe sera zangu, mbona nataka unipigie kura and whatsoever, and then from there ni kuombe hiyo kura sasa.
Thanks so much, Mr. Wilberforce Mali, for coming to the show. This is Siasa Uncut on Anushka Media. I think we'll host you next time.
Thank you so much for also creating this time, and let us keep engaging. This should not be the first or the last time. In case of anything, let us keep in touch so that we can learn. We can be able to share what is there and what we need to our people to get. Thank you. Nashukuru.
Poa.
Aye.